Elder Gene, Dan, shattered my Danteon in front of the entire sect. He didn't know I spent 3 years coding within that spiritual herb. It can instantly defeat an immortal emperor. Steward Zhao, according to the rules, a spiritual farmer's monthly stipend is 10 low-grade spirit stones and a bottle of fasting pills. But these four, their spiritual energy is almost completely dissipated.
Elder Gu has decreed. This year's resources must be prioritized for the intersect geniuses. For an inefficient waste of space like you. Hit 4 is already the 30.
I'm Shu Fan, an outer sect disciple of the Qingyan sect. A completely ordinary spiritual farmer. 3 years in, still at Qi refining level 3. The trash in everyone's eyes. But I have a secret. My eyes can see the underlying logic of all things. Analysis system activated. As suspected, 80% of the outer sect's spiritual resources are being siphoned through an illegal secondary array, continuously flowing into a private cultivation cave. He's feeding the blood of all outer sect disciples to nourish his good-for-nothing grandson.
What are you looking at? I'll deduct even these 4.
Thank you for the reminder, Steward.
Look, that's Shu Fan. Got scolded by the steward like a dog, didn't even dare to make a sound. Trash like him will only ever be good for catching bugs in the dirt.
Arguing is pointless. In the world of cultivation, logic only exists between equals in strength. Goliath's been eyeing this herb for a long time, hasn't he? Your grandson's meridians are wrecked from a failed breakthrough. He desperately needs it to survive. You want to use it as a nourishing fertilizer? Then let me add a little something extra. This code usually shows no abnormality, even accelerates growth. But the moment it contacts the ancestral Gu family's thick earth art spiritual power, it instantly becomes a bomb that will explode his Danteon. I can't wait to see the moment you crash and burn. Finally here.
How long have you been guarding this herb?
Reporting Elder, 3 years and 6 months. This disciple nourishes it with spiritual energy daily, never daring to slack off.
Nourish? This lord sees you as an inside thief.
Elder, we found it. This trash set up a private spirit gathering array, trying to steal the vital spiritual power of this returning herb.
That piece of scrap paper was a fake I deliberately drew. I didn't expect you to actually treat it as a treasure.
What an outer sect spiritual farmer. Abusing your position, harming the public for private gain.
This herb, this lord will take it to the enforcement hall as evidence.
Elder, that's my lifeline. Please don't take it.
Take away. Cripple his altercation. Throw him in the dungeon.
Await public execution on the day of the grand ceremony.
Injection successful. That was my logic backdoor. The moment you use your vital spiritual power to refine the pill, I can remotely take over your authority to interpret the elixir.
Behave and come with me. Blame your bad luck. The elder's grandson urgently needs this herb to save his life. You'll just be the scapegoat, you waste. This spirit sealing array will slowly drain your Danteon. Wait here and die slowly. Detected a third-tier spirit sealing array. Scanning underlying logic.
Found a loophole. In my eyes. These wall of runes are just poorly written code. Permission takeover progress. 100%. Obtained highest administrator privileges. Since this array can drain spiritual energy, it can also reverse the flow. All the spiritual energy deep underground now belongs to me. While I'm at it, hacking into the core database of the Heaven-Seeking Mirror, backing up all the embezzlement ledgers and scandal from these years with one click.
Almost there. Once the elixir is complete, not only will my grandson be healed,
He'll soar to new heights. Hee.
Old man, the more spiritual power you pour in, the tighter my logic lock becomes. You're weaving the finest tomb for your grandson.
On the day the elixir is complete, heaven and earth will clear. Dragon scales enter the cauldron, flames surge to the sky.
Almost there. Hold on a little longer. Once this elixir is complete.
Not only will your meridians be repaired, you will be reborn anew.
Greedy, aren't you? Every strand of your original spiritual power you inject is adding another brick to your grandson's tomb.
Haha, success.
Evidence confirmed. Beginning analysis. Through the Heaven-Seeking Mirror's backend, I'm not just watching you refine the elixir. I'm also helping you tidy up the evidence. This academic report, complete with subtitles and commentary. The entire sect will love it. At the grand ceremony in 3 days. Scheduled release. I'll give you a real, all-sect training topic. Scheduled release. Xiaolong 2's Simple Mind. An optimized dungeon array used to control his thoughts. Nothing simpler. Tell El to go. Say I couldn't endure the dungeon and confessed. Tell him, this is my hidden, life-bound spiritual liquid. It can enhance the quality of the elixir by another notch.
Hee. Heaven helps me. You really were hiding something.
On the day my elixir is complete, it will be the day you're ground to dust.
Hee. Heavenly fire as the guide. The elixir is completed here.
Golden light pierces the heavens. The phenomenon is revealed.
Logic lock engaged. Time bomb detonating on schedule.
This is the sign of a divine elixir's birth.
My good family will dominate the Azure Cloud sect.
Elder Gu, ready for the waste dimensional strike?
You stole the sect's treasure. The evidence is irrefutable. Today, at the grand ceremony, I will first refine the divine elixir to save my grandson. Then publicly cripple your spiritual root. Cripple this villain. Elder Go, righteous and just.
System time sync. Current offset, 0.02 seconds.
The pill. Swallow the golden core pill. I'll be your protector. Ah! My meridians are tearing apart.
3, 2, 1.
No! My cultivation. My origin. This pill is draining me. This power is backfiring on you. Stay still. The locking mark is devouring your life force.
The heavenly mirror is manifesting.
Isn't that my missing senior brother? Elder Go killed him. A life for a life, you old bastard.
Elder Go, this is the first lesson I teach you. Anything that doesn't belong to you, even if you swallow it, you'll have to spit it back out.
It's you. You fiend.
Sect leader, all the evidence is in the sky, and I have the account book right here. Next up, we could talk about Qing and sex. New rules, can't we?
Shufan, do you have any idea what destroying a golden core elder means to our Qing sect? You're cutting off one of the sect's own arms.
An arm? That's a blood-sucking parasite. Sect leader, look. Over the past 10 years, Elder Go has embezzled spiritual energy, which caused 3 spiritual springs to dry up. The mountain protecting formation has developed 17 fatal logical vulnerabilities. When I took over the permissions just now, I already fixed those vulnerabilities. Right now, the spiritual energy output is 30% higher than before. Do you want a useless blood-sucking golden core? Or a logical plan that can make the entire sect stronger?
Gulai is unforgivable. Stripped of his elder position. Demoted to a mind slave, never allowed to return to the sect. Nuwu! Shufan, you have done great service protecting the sect. From today onwards, you are promoted to Chief Spiritual Energy Superintendent and Formation Architect, with rank equal to an elder. You answer directly to me. Senior brother, we've made it. From now on, can we take the best resources just like that elder did? And use the most pure spirit stones?
Shaolin, our job is to optimize the output logic of the entire sect. Truth may be late, but logic is always perfectly accurate.